Okay, so they said that abortion is dangerous, or not being able to have an abortion could be dangerous to women because of an increase in maternal deaths. But according to the United Nations Populations Division, nations with laws legalizing abortion have not seen a corresponding drop in a rate of maternal death. According to the Catholic Family and Human Rights Institute, in Russia, where abortion has long been considered a form of birth control, the maternal mortality rate is 67 deaths for every 100,000 births, and the U.S. rate for every 100,000 births is 17 deaths. And also how Kylie said that the modern feminists are now pro-choice. Well, it kind of contradicts like what they stand for, because it was men that came in and like convinced them that they should be for abortion. And Larry later credits himself with guiding Betty Friedan, the president of the now-led women's movement, as Kylie said, to make an abortion an issue for now. And he teamed up with Bernard Nathanson, who was a gynecologist. But Dr. Nathanson, he later became a pro-life activist. And in his book, Aborting America, he admits that he and later convinced Friedan that abortion was a civil rights issue, and that they made up the numbers of women dying from illegal abortions, which was a major point of their argument. Abortion is also against a doctor's oath, because every American doctor must take a fundamental oath that says, first, do not harm. When doctors perform an abortion, they're harming a living organism, and killing a human being is a violation of that oath. Okay, so they said that not being able to have an abortion could be emotionally harmful to women, but a study from the circleofprayer.org says that abortion, of post-abortion patients 8 weeks after their abortion, 44% complained of nervous disorders, 36% experienced sleep disturbances, 31% had regrets about their decision, and 11% had been prescribed psychotropic medicine by family doctors. And many women who have abortions in their younger years live the rest of their life in perpetual guilt. Jane Roe, who was Roe from the Roe v. Wade court decision, she changed her mind about abortion, and she even filed a petition to have the decision overturned in order to relieve the guilt of hundreds of thousands of needless deaths she blamed on herself. And they said that religion, like not everyone in the U.S. is religious, but people should think of what like religion is doing to the U.S. as a nation, because in the Sanctity of Human Life, it says that the murder of babies born and unborn is the surest sign of the nation's depravity, wickedness, and loss of humanity. And today's society does not recognize the individual worth of a person. And society should continue to support public policy that protests human life and opposes legislation that threatens it. So supporting this policy of preventing abortion would be a policy that protects human life. And Kylie said that a fetus is there by a woman's permission, and that they don't have like the right to be there, but it was the woman's choice in most cases to have sex. So the fetus isn't really there by choice. The woman chooses to have sex, so therefore they're giving the fetus permission to be there. So they shouldn't really be complaining about it. And so abortion should be made, or should be prevented in the U.S. because there can be many physical and psychological effects. And if abortion was moral, then there probably wouldn't be all these physical and psychological effects, because if it was moral, then it would probably just be good or whatever. And making it illegal could promote better physical and mental health. And also because Americans need to gain more respect for human life. They're just like going about and killing their babies for convenience. And so preventing abortion could make the nation stronger and could help Americans to recognize individual worth. So in conclusion, the U.S. should adopt a constitutional amendment to prevent abortion.
Did you get a